And good morning, everybody, from Phuket in Thailand. My name's Tim Newton. I think you probably already know that. And I've got Max Kritsanapat.
Yes, that's correct.
Just Max.
Yes, just call me Mac. Everyone know me as Max.
Everybody knows Max for all sorts of really bad reasons. The police know Max.
Yeah.
I've known Max for about the 12 years I've been here in Phuket,
Yes,
and
yes.
Max has provided me with different insurance products. Just putting that out there. Max, apart from the fact that he speaks really good English, is just a good, trustworthy guy. He went out by himself, about 5-6 years ago?
Start in 2017.
2017. Oh, that's about right, about 6 years ago. And started his own brokerage, which is called
Be Care Broker.
Be Care Brokers. Now, I should also declare that I don't have any financial arrangement with Max. If any of you follow up today's conversations and wish to contact Max at any time, then of course you're welcome to. But there's no kickback for me or anything. Just going to make sure all this is working and that people can hear me. Always sitting here typing away, talking away, and don't know if anybody's out there. There we go. We are working, so that's good to know. All right, so I've got a few general. You don't have to look at this.
Yes.
You don't. You just have to turn your brain on.
Yes.
And by the way, the cleaner is here, and she may be darting around, spraying Mr. Sheen and stuff. So, how many big insurance companies are there in Thailand?
Well, if you really want to talk with the exact number, it would be around 60 non-life insurance company and around 20 life insurance company.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you know the difference between these two?
No.
Yeah, or actually, life insurance company, they will offer mainly life insurance that can include also medical insurance,
right,
or personal accident insurance, for example.
Right.
But non-life insurance, they sell in different kind of insurance that include also health insurance,
Okay.
motorbike insurance, car insurance, your insurance, for example.
What is the most popular type of insurance in Thailand? It'd be like motorbike insurance.
Well,
or something.
I would say car insurance is one of the most sold insurance, and life insurance as well, and also medical insurance.
Do people on motorbikes bother getting motorbike insurance?
Well, not everyone know that motorbike insurance does exist.
Okay.
Even the police man that I went a couple of weeks ago, I told him to inform those people who have a motorbike accident, to get them themselves insured. But he said that there is no motorbike insurance. I said yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, as we know, there are plenty of motorbike accidents in Thailand.
Yes.
So would you be able to get a motorbike insurance where you'd have to wear a helmet?
No. You just need to have a license, a valid license. Well, I mean, but by insurance term and condition, they will insure you regardless if you wear a helmet or not.
Even though it's the law?
Yes.
Well, that's obscure.
Yeah. You just need to have a license.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. See, TIT. I think a lot of the problems, Max, when it comes to people misunderstanding insurance is that they bring their experience in the West to Thailand,
Yes.
and things just work a bit differently.
Yes, that is one of the first mistake that you can make if you bring out the regulation and law from your country and you want it to be applied here. And you guys all know that it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Not only about insurance, but pretty much in many things. Yeah.
All right. So I think I don't exactly know where to start. There are just so many questions. I think we better get a wriggle on and go through some of these.
Yeah.
Let's go through, and hello to everybody. I'm not going to go through you one by one, but we've got plenty of people here, and I think this is a topic that a lot of people want to know about. So Kevin asked the question, can you talk about options or strategies for people who are uninsurable due to pre-existing condition? Is accident insurance available to people who can't get regular insurance due to health issues?
Yes. So we should start about the pre-existing condition. Like I have known that many people ask that if they can be insured with the pre-existing condition, and the answer is yes. There are still insurance companies that can insure those people, right? But if you have pre-existing condition that is a high risk for the insurance company, you might be refused. For example, if you have a mental disorder or psychiatric disorder, most likely the insurance company will refuse your application.
But if you had,
Let's say you have dengue fever before, you have...
drop my pen.
He is a little bit too exciting. Too excited.
Not excited.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
old.
Yeah, so let's say if you have a dengue fever before,
Yes.
you have COVID before, that will be fine. But the same for the COVID. If you have a lung infection and you are in a critical situation, insurance company may refuse to insure you. It depends on the doctor medical history actually.
So I think if people are looking for sort of black and white answers, that we're not going to be able to provide those because everybody's situation is very unique.
Exactly.
So anybody is going to have to go and speak to a broker or an insurance company and go through their specific issues because there are no black and white answers.
That's right.
But if I'd had say a heart attack in the past, they would give me health insurance, but probably, but they wouldn't give it for another heart attack. Is that sort of the gist?
Well, the thing is like you need to know first if you apply for the life insurance policy or you apply for a non-life insurance policy. That will make the difference. If you
Health insurance?
Yes. Okay. If you apply for the health insurance through
Yes.
a life insurance company,
Yes.
so meaning those life insurance company, they will insure you also if you pass away. And if you have a heart attack before or
Yeah.
those kind of risk, most likely they will refuse to insure you. But if you apply with the non-life insurance company,
For health insurance?
yes, for health insurance, they can insure you, depend on how serious is that condition.
All right, so there is a certain element of shopping around.
Yes.
And this is why it's probably, I'm thinking, a good idea to go to a broker because they've got a range of products available.
Yes,
From
that's
different
true.
companies.
Yes, that's true because each insurance policy, each insurance package designed for different type of people, right? So some people they are elderly, over 65, over 70. Some they come with family, with kids that might request for outpatient treatment that will pay a full amount, for example.
All right.
Yeah. So if you go through the broker, they will be able to help you to identify which package will be suitable for you most.
So I'm listening to you and keeping an eye on the
Yes.
questions as
Yes,
well.
sure. No problem.
So now Hans, he's asked the question about 3 times and it's closely associated with what you just said.
Yes.
But I think he's talking from a US perspective where they have different healthcare system.
Yeah.
It says, does health insurance for expats in Thailand exist where you can't be denied health insurance coverage and you won't have to pay more because of it for pre-existing conditions?
Yes, there are insurance policy that will cover people with the pre-existing condition, but it doesn't work exactly the same like in the USA. For example, they will not charge for your pre-existing condition. They will just not cover your pre-existing condition.
Okay, well, so that's the problem I think that he's facing because a lot of people are saying, well, gee, in the US, they'll cover my pre-existing condition. But the premiums are very, very high.
Yes, there are one insurance product that offer the pre-existing condition cover. May I be able to say the name of the product?
Well, sure, yeah.
Well, we call...
by the way, I suppose just as a disclaimer, we're not basically endorsing these. We are providing this for just general information.
Yes. So there are AXA International Exclusive, the one package that will cover the pre-existing condition with the limit amount. And also with the pre-existing with the waiting
That would
period.
be based on your age?
No, they have the fixed amount. Like for example, the first year they will pay 75,000 baht, and then the following year like 150,000 baht, for example.
And then the year after is it
150 the same.
okay?
Yes.
So for one cost for everybody, they'll cover 75,000 for.
And then subsequent year will be 150,000.
So it doesn't want to be a very expensive pre-existing condition. 150,000 isn't going to get you far.
Well, meaning let's say if you pay the premium, let's say people around 40 years old, they might pay the premium around 140,000 baht a year, right?
Yeah.
And if they know that they can be covered for 150,000 for that particular pre-existing condition, then that's fine. But they can be covered for other thing else as well.
So I suppose a lot of people would be saying, well, why should I pay for insurance cover where it might just be better for me to put 100,000 baht aside a year into a separate account and insure myself.
Well, the thing is that there are 2,000 or more diseases in the world, right? Not only the pre-existing
I haven't
condition.
counted them lately.
I have a lot of people coming to talk to me like why I have to pay this amount of money if it doesn't cover his diabetes, for example.
Yes.
But he doesn't know that next day he can have an accident, he can have heart disease, he can have stomach issue, for example. Yeah.
Phil, hi Phil. He asked the question, Tim, at 62, that's Phil, not me, I retired and moved to Jomtien on a non-O retirement visa. That means it's a retirement visa he got here in Thailand. The OA visa is one that you get from overseas, and we'll talk a bit more about that later. I had a 6-month travel insurance policy that just recently expired. I'm interested in getting a major medical health insurance policy to cover inpatient care.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people my age and older just self-insure, but I prefer to have at least some basic coverage. I'd be sure to catch the show tomorrow. Thank you very much.
How old is he
Phil.
again? 62?
He's 62. He's a youngster.
Yes. So he can apply for both medical insurance and travel insurance. The good thing to apply for the travel insurance that will cover medical expenses due to accident and sickness is that he doesn't need to fill in the application. But the disadvantage is that he have to pay first and reimburse based on reimbursed basis.
So my insurance coverage, by the way, is much the same, whereby I would pay for any private hospital care, and then I can claim from the insurance company later. That's the way mine works.
That's a medical insurance.
Medical insurance.
Yes, but we talk about the travel insurance that cover for the sickness as well.
Travel insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but another disadvantage of applying for the travel insurance is that after the insurance expire and you want to issue the new policy, the condition that you have during the first policy year will not transfer to the new policy. Meaning it's not good if you plan to live long time in Thailand. But if you come here like for 6 months and then you never come back, or you come back another 5 years, then okay, you can apply like a single trip travel insurance that sometimes it can cover up to 1 year. Some policy cover maximum to 180 days. Yeah, but if you apply for the medical insurance, the good thing is that they will cover you when you renew the policy with the condition that you have during the first policy year.
Just banging through these. Andy B says, hi Tim, while I agree that health insurance is very important, my bone of contention, his concern, is the level of cover required for an OA retirement visa. This is a person who's applied for a retirement visa outside of Thailand. Yeah. And if you do that, you do need health insurance coverage as part of your application. Yeah. If you apply for an O visa in Thailand, you don't require health insurance. Yeah. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. I understand the minimum cover used to be 400,000 Thai baht, but that was increased to 3 million.
Yes.
I was told by my local immigration office this was due to COVID. Don't believe everything your local immigration office tells you. I've had COVID twice, and all I needed was a pack of paracetamol, which is called paracetamol.
Paracetamol, yes.
Here. I couldn't do without it. I reckon I could have a stroke, a couple of heart attacks and 5 kidney stones before I rinsed through 3 million baht of hospital bills. That is a lot of cover.
Yes,
I mean, 3 million baht's going to give you probably a tummy tuck, a facelift, and a new heart transplant.
Yeah.
I'm 61, and 3 million baht of cover will cost me between, he says, 75 to 120,000 baht per year.
Yes.
Heaven knows how much will it cost when I reach 70. So I suppose there's a few things to unpack there.
I understand the question.
But as you get older, does your premium go up? My premium stayed the same the last...
Well, because you always look young. That's why the premium, keep maintained.
So if you don't claim, does that mean that your policy premium doesn't go up?
There are different factors that will affect that will affect
black and white.
Yes, there are different. There are few factors that will affect the increasing of your premium. One of them is if you have a claim, like high claim, especially if you claim more than the premium you paid, right? And then the second one is if they change. They call that the medical inflation rate. They will change the whole policy.
Right.
Nationwide. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter how many claim you made. Your premium will be increased. And then the last one is the change of age band. So most of the insurance policy they will increase every 5 years. Some policy increase slightly every year. Yeah,
Okay.
not for you not to be shocked like after 5 years it increased like 10 or 20,000 baht, for example.
All right. So another big question that a lot of people ask, and this may circumvent a lot of questions. A lot of people see 70 years old as some sort of a brick wall,
Yeah.
whereby insurance companies won't cover them. So can you give me a bit of an idea? My understanding, just if I can sort of short circuit
Yeah.
this a bit, is that if you are with an insurance company before the age of 70, you are more likely for them to carry on the insurance past that.
Yeah.
But if you apply after the age of 70, it's more difficult and more expensive to get.
Well, it's not exactly right.
There you go.
Different as I said before, different insurance product has different term and condition. The same for the apply age. If you have some policies, some medical package said if you apply before 60 or before 65, then you will be able to renew up to 99 years old.
Up to 99.
Yes. Some policies say that if you apply before 70 years old, then you can apply for 99. But please.
So after you're 100, you're on your own.
You're on your own, or maybe you don't want to live anymore, for
Okay.
example. Let go back
No,
to.
I'm going to live past 100.
Tim, let's go back to the insurance policy that a lot of people had bought before last year. I think before the 1st of July last year, before the Office of Insurance Committee, or you guys may know, or the short name as the OIC. The OIC enforced the insurance company to change term and condition.
Right.
So meaning if you apply after July last year, you will automatically have an insurance policy that has the renewal guarantee up to 99 or 100 years old.
Okay.
But the policy that
There is a but.
But the policy, for example, the policy that you hold, because you buy with me like 5-6 years ago, right? That one will cover you up to 99 as well. But with the term and condition specify that the insurance company has the right to terminate your insurance policy.
Would they give me warning that they're going to terminate it?
They will give you a warning 30 day prior the expiry date.
So I've got 30 days to...
Yeah, just check because some insurance company they will move you to the new package, which
Yes.
is 99 or 100 years old automatically. But some insurance company they will ask you to sign the paper, to sign the document, and you have to declare about your health condition first before they accept to move you to the new package.
Max, let's give out your email. As I said, if anybody wants to contact Max, that's fine.
Yes.
Max has been around. He's reliable. I can vouch for the quality of his service. There are no kickbacks or anything. So if you're dealing with Max, that's entirely between you and him. What is your email?
Yes, my email address is very easy.
Let me guess. max@bcare.com.
That's correct.
Bcare with a
Bcare
hyphen?
Insurance. No,
Just
Max MAX and then @ bcareinsurance.com. So
bcareinsurance.com.
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 That's correct. Yes.
I'll put a link in the description.
Yes. Or you
Because
guys
that's
can
what you
easily go to our Facebook, search for BCare or our Google Business, and you will be able to reach me through all the channel as well,
If you
like
type
WhatsApp
in-
or Line, for example.
If I type in BCare Brokers
you
or
will find-
BCare
you will
Insurance,
find us.
you'll find them in Mr. Google's great big digital library.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Fun-Sized Media said, my Thai girlfriend wants to buy a massage shop in Khon Kaen.
Yeah.
Price is 150,000 baht. Is that a good idea?
150,000 baht for a massage shop in Khon Kaen.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you buy it in a good, the key is location. If you buy it in a good location, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Nothing to do with insurance, but you might need
No,
it.
he might ask for if he can insure his shop, for example.
Oh,
That we do
okay.
that as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But if you don't buy it, you probably will need insurance. So expats, if I have got a non-B visa, which is a business visa,
Yeah.
and you have been employed by a Thai company,
Yes.
and you've got a work permit, you can use the Thai public health system
Social
for
security.
free.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite free because you pay a small amount of your salary and the company
every month. Yeah.
every month. But ostensibly, it's free. So the question is, if you are a 40-year-old, you're working maybe as a teacher, and you do get the Thai government health insurance, do they need additional insurance or not?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Great answer.
Yes and no. If you plan to work for that company forever, or if you know that you'll be employed forever by different company, then of course you can be insured through social security. But if at one moment you leave the company, you are no longer insured by social security, you have to understand that those conditions that you had during the year will be considered as a pre-existing condition. So
Okay.
that's why having your private insurance, from today, from tomorrow, is a good idea. And also, that the medical treatment, the standard of medical treatment through the government insurance that you get from Social Security and the private hospital is different as well. The type of the medicine that they give to you for the same type of sickness. For example, if you have headache, the government hospital will give you paracetamol or aspirin, right? But if you go to the private hospital, they will see which
They'll
type.
give you paracetamol and aspirin, but charge you about 10 times as much.
That also, but they know also that which type of headache you have. If you have
Okay.
stronger headache or migraine, for example, they will give you another type of medicine.
I think it's worth saying, though, I understand that a lot of people do have very good interface with the Thai public health system, even
Yes.
foreigners. The hospital might be painted in funny colours and you may be in a ward with a number of people, but generally the standard of care is still very high. And a lot of the doctors that work in the private hospital system often spend at least a couple of days a week working in the public health system
Yeah.
as well. So the standard of care you get, I mean, you hear a few horror stories.
Yeah.
That happens anywhere in the world. But mostly I find that the standard of medical care in the public hospitals is very good. But obviously with private hospitals, there's going to be more people speaking English
true.
or other languages. They're going to have a nice sort of fancy reception
Interior,
area.
yes.
Probably a chandelier, nice comfortable chairs. And,
You don't need to wait long
and
as
yeah,
well.
you probably get looked after instantly as well.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the same anywhere in the world. Let's get through more of these.
Yeah.
Thanks for pulling Max in for Saturday. My pleasure. Question for Max, and this is from Rob Neft. What would you recommend for a person over 70 getting
Yeah.
health insurance in Thailand? Do you have any recommendations for companies that cover people over 70? I have a Cigna policy, that's CIGNA. We're not promoting any companies necessarily here, but this is his question. But they've been bought out by
Yes, by
Chubb.
Chubb Insurance. Yeah.
He knew. And they're going to end my policy in October 2024. What would you say to Rob?
Well, there are still insurance company that can cover people who are over 70 years old. Yeah, a couple of company.
Okay.
For example, Luma Insurance and Pacific Cross Insurance.
So again, if you do want to contact Max, good for you. Max@bcareinsurance.com. I'll put that in the description as well.
Yes.
This is from Charles, also known as Charlie to his friends.
Yeah.
Would you recommend a deductible of, say, 20,000 baht annual 3 million baht policy or zero deductible
Yeah.
1.5 million baht policy? He says the annual premium is similar,
Yeah.
and I'm in good health, 55 years, with a focus on serious, unexpected illness like stroke, heart attack, cancer, and the like. Also, please clarify the outpatient optional coverage.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Charles,
Yes.
here we go.
So when we talk about the deductible option, different people they look for different deductible option. If some people they have already insurance from their home, right, and then they are requested to apply for the insurance just to apply for the visa. So for that one, they will put very high deductible, the maximum deductible, because they just
To bring
need
the premium
bring
down.
the premium down, and they just need this insurance policy just to apply for the insurance, right? But for what is the name again?
Charles.
Yes, Charles. He asked like what kind of deductible he should have, right? It depends on your health risk. If you have never been sick, in the past 3 to 5 years, well, you can put a high deductible just to bring the premium down, and especially when you are 50 years old, the premium of course is higher than the younger age, right? Then it can be good to put the high deductible. But from my experience, people who put high deductible are less satisfied with the insurance product later on. Most of the people they will remember that they paid less, but they will not remember that they put high deductible when they need to claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
The IOC, the
OIC
Office of Insurance
Committee. Yes.
or Commission or something.
Yes.
Can a foreigner apply for a license to sell insurance in Thailand?
Okay. So actually, what I've heard that there are few jobs that are not allowed for the expat to work for, like for example, the hairdresser.
Yes.
Or a guide, tour guide, and I think agent and
There's
insurance
lots.
broker are one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Legally, you can't work as a broker in Thailand. Understand that there are.
You
a
can,
lot
but
of
you can
brokers.
refer friends. For example, if you
Yes.
have Mr. Peter is your friend, you can say, "Hey, Mac, contact Mr. Peter," but you cannot actually go and propose the insurance.
And say, I've got a license.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All right. So just rushing through this, and so look, we're not going to get to everybody's questions or comments. I'll do my very, very best. Question. Oh, this is another one from Hans.
Mm-hmm.
Do Thai hospitals do the same where they give a deeply discount? Okay. Do Thai hospitals do the same as US hospitals? You're assuming we know everything about the US hospital
That's true.
system.
That's true. We know slightly, but not everything, though. But let's see what he asked.
Where they give deeply discounted price to insurance companies, but make uninsured people pay full price.
I think it's a little bit different, actually. I see
Yeah.
it in the opposite. It's based also on my own experience. I went to the hospital. I didn't show my medical insurance card. They charged for the doctor fee around 500 baht. And then I said, okay. When I went to the cashier. The cashier asked me if I have the medical insurance. I said, okay, I want to pay through the insurance company. And then she said to me, oh, okay, we need to change the medical bill. I said, why you have to change medical bill? It's the same medical treatment. And then it come up that the doctor fee changed from 500 baht to something like 1,000 something baht. But I refused to pay it. I said, it's the same medical treatment. It should be the same price.
Yeah, look, I think the other thing I can say is it's good to buy from a broker, to have a broker on your side, because they will sort of come in and bat for you when sometimes you need, or the insurance company or the hospital needs a bit of a rattle. And I know Max has gone into bat for a few of my friends who have been insured to just to sort of clarify things, because from time to time there are misunderstandings. There may be just a communication gap, and so it's really good to have somebody on your side in Thailand when you are getting... Oh, I missed that question. Ah, dear, I had it all ready to go. Can your guest recommend an insurance company and policy? This is from FC.
Yeah.
I'm just contemplating what that probably means. For someone in their mid-40s with no major medical issues, would be able to go to Bumrungrad Hospital and not have to pay anything up front. Okay, so I mean, I think an insurance company would be quite happy
Yeah.
to see somebody in their mid-40s who are in good
Well,
good
apply, fill up the application, and then you got approved within 1 or 2 days.
They do want to go to the most expensive hospital in Thailand,
Yeah.
Bumrungrad,
Yes.
which is, that would be the most expensive hospital?
I would say one of the most expensive, yeah. Well, it come with the quality though.
Yeah, I mean, I once went to Bumrungrad.
Bumrungrad, yes.
When I had my sex change operation. I used to be called Kathy.
Oh, you will look so beautiful.
Not now. So that's just off Sukhumvit. It's a beautiful hospital. I mean, it's chandeliers. When I was there last time visiting a friend, that there were like this sort of queue of Rolls Royces and Audis and
you know now that
lining
when
up.
you go to those kind of hospital, you don't feel like you go to hospital. You feel like you go in a hotel. You know,
Yeah.
like having a staycation, for example.
And you're
Yeah.
paying for that pleasure, by the way.
Yes.
But the hospital care at a place like Bumrungrad is very good. Are there any other really good brands? Bangkok hospital brands very good?
Well, they are becoming very big. You know, BDMS, right? Yeah, those Bangkok hospital, Payathai, B&H hospital in Bangkok. Yeah, they are good.
All
they are
one
good.
big company.
Yes.
I know there used to be in Phuket, there was the Bangkok Hospital Phuket, and then there was the Sirot
Silly Road that's
Hospital,
been bought
and
by,
now it's been bought by the Bangkok
yes,
Hospital.
under the same BDMS.
And I'm sure people would be able to give their own horror stories about but those horror stories are rare, I'm fairly glad to say. But of course, they do get a lot of publicity.
Well, I mean, based on my own experience before Silly Road has been bought by the BDMS, I would say now the way the standard it is better.
So Bill Ellis, for example, says, Bumrungrad, terrible service, especially the cashiers. Well, okay.
Well, if you don't have the medical insurance, that's why you're complaining about the medical
Sure.
bill, right?
If I'm going, if all I've got to complain about at the hospital is the cashier services, that's as long as the doctor knows where my head is and where my toes are, I think I'm not so worried about the cashier. But yes, there's a Bangkok hospital in Chiang Mai, says M. Maranta. Question: how are your cats, Tim? Says Frank.
I don't see his cat. Where's the cat?
Well, Max, you scared them off, I think.
Oh, really?
The cats are fine. Thank you for asking. International Hospital Pattaya Soi 4 is great. People giving us their own recommendations. Paul Summer says, doctors make the decision if the current treatment required is due to an existing condition. Are there any instances of corrupt doctors siding with insurance companies? Do you sort of hear of these scams? I have to say I don't hear of these scams.
I never heard of that. But but in everything there are something. You know what I mean? But I never officially heard of anything like that.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I'm sure there are horror stories.
There are something. I heard some story, like for example, like patient that doesn't really require to admit in hospital, but you know, as the doctor want to make some profit or want to make the surgery, you know, sometimes it's not necessary, right? They will put the patient, you know, to admit and then to do surgery. Yeah, just to make money. That's happened. That's why insurance company have to have the control as well.
Alpha Bravo says, Tim, is your guest a Muay Thai fighter similar to Tyson? Are you a Muay Thai fighter?
No, not actually, but I do play a lot of sport. Yeah, I love sports.
Okay. Very handsome man, says Fun Size Media, with very
Thank
good
you.
English.
Contact me.
I think they're talking about me. I'm sure he's talking about
I love your
me.
confidence, Tim. I love your confidence.
My English is very good. Thank you very much. Bangkok Hospital, Pattaya is world class, says C.A. John. M. Maranta, bar girls believe me when I say I'm a doctor. Yeah, I don't think they do. What is the typical cost for pregnancy delivery in Bumrungrad? How much is it going to cost to deliver a baby?
I've never been pregnant before. That difficult answer to
Last time I was pregnant was a long time
I
ago.
would say I have a couple of friends that recently just like deliver baby. You know, I don't know what these people do. They go to Bangkok Hospital. I know Bangkok Hospital. The cost is over 100,000 baht. Yeah, for both normal delivery and with the surgery.
Okay.
Yeah. That include also the doctor consultation between the pregnancy as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so a question from Scott D. Hi, Scott. Question, is there reliable data analysis regarding percentages of claims paid versus claims denied? In other words, are legitimate claims denied? What about numerous COVID insurance plans bankrupt? I think we might just leave the COVID insurance situation in the past. Obviously, that was a bit of a sort of a black swan event. It was, I think it put insurance companies, the government, everybody in a complete, oh, what are we doing? So let's leave COVID aside. But how many claims are denied versus claims paid?
Honestly, I don't have the exact amount of the claim
you-
deny, but I would say
guess?
there are some cases that I disagree with the insurance company approval of claim. So that is my job to do the negotiation. But mostly the insurance company, I think they had treat each case quite well. You know, most cases are paid unless you didn't declare you don't declare your pre-existing condition. And many times my customer, they said, oh, I'm healthy, just like the guy that said that he's 50 years old and very healthy. You have to understand that even though you don't have the medical treatment, you never been diagnosed for one particular illness, but if you have a consultation or you have a symptom and you talk with the doctor already, some symptom can be considered as a risk. For example, if a woman go to see the doctor and she said that she has a pain inside her breast, even though she doesn't have MRI or any checkup or X-ray or any diagnosis, insurance company can see that as a risk. So if she didn't declare and then they found out this later, then if she has something that happened with her breast, then she will not be covered.
Okay, Anna M. Hi, Anna. Do you have health insurance combined with dental and eye?
Yes. Dental and eye actually are general exclusion, but some insurance company offer an option to for you to add, but you have to pay additional premium for that. But the answer is yes, it's available.
And with if you're with an insurance company that doesn't provide that, you could get additional insurance from another company for dental and eye.
No. You have to buy the package. You have to check if your package offer dental and vision care or not. If it's available, then you can next on the renewal year you can apply for that one. But you cannot buy a separate dental or vision care.
Do I have dental and
No,
eye?
you don't.
Oh,
No, you don't. You look good. Your teeth look healthy.
my teeth, all my own teeth, I'm glad to say. But I did have refractive lens surgery
Yes.
4 years ago.
Yeah. If you apply for,
Which means I can now see your wrinkles.
Yes.
Does it cost more to be a grumpy old man? Yes.
For everything, not only for insurance.
Okay.
Yeah. You need a better food, for example.
I'm sorry?
You need a better food.
Better food,
Yes.
yes. Ian McNamee. Oh, Ian. Question. AO visa. Can you get a medical examination and buy insurance in Thailand while I'm here to use back in Australia to apply? Or do I need to do these in my own country? The AO visa is the retirement visa that you apply for outside of Thailand.
Yeah.
Can you give that one a go?
I don't really understand the question.
I was struggling too.
Yeah.
Can you get a medical examination and buy insurance in Thailand while he's here to use back in Australia to apply
Okay.
for his OA?
For OA. I'm not sure.
No, it's a bit
No,
of a
it's
difficult
not,
one,
yeah.
Ian. It's sort of what comes first, the chicken or the egg. So usually if you're applying from outside of the country, you're going to be getting insurance that covers you in Thailand. It will probably cover you everywhere in the world except the US. Well, yeah, but we can't really answer that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm sorry. for
But
this
maybe if you email Max, he might be able to look that up for you.
Yeah,
But that's
I
a
think-
complicated one.
yeah.
But I get what you're trying to say, Ian. So
one. He want to apply for medical insurance in Thailand, and then
Thailand.
use it to apply for the AO visa outside Thailand.
So I'd
Got it.
probably short circuit that by saying, well, just apply for the retirement visa in Thailand, and that doesn't require you to get health insurance. Although, as I've always said, and I'll say it again, if you're going to live in Thailand and you're going to retire in Thailand, or you're going to stay here for a long time, and you don't get the expat work permit public health, make sure you've got health insurance. No matter at what level, you're insane, unless you've got a lot of money in a bank so you can sort of self-insure, make sure you've got health insurance, because so often, working in the sort of the news business, I see the problem that a lot of people have They end up in hospital for whatever reason, and they end up setting up GoFundMe pages or posting on Facebook saying, I don't have any money, please help me. At the end of the day, the onus is on you to look after yourself and not expect anybody to do that for you. So my idea, Ian, would be to apply in Thailand and then get some health insurance here in Thailand that suits you and not the immigration department.
One of the good things to apply for medical insurance in Thailand is that you don't need to pay in advance and reimbursed. But some of my customers that have insurance outside Thailand, they have to pay first. For example, like FC, from France, they pay first and then they have to reimburse. Sometimes it takes a long time to get the money back.
So there you go. Okay, a few good questions. How many expats will have to leave if health insurance gets obligatory for all of them? So in other words, at the moment, if you live in Thailand on a retirement visa or an elite visa, you apply for that in Thailand, you're not at the moment required to have health insurance. A lot of people think that the immigration department are going to make that mandatory. I haven't heard any rumours about that, but it is a bit odd that you can apply for a retirement visa outside of the country and inside the country, and you've got different conditions. I don't know how many expats would have to leave if it became compulsory, obligatory. Probably quite a few. But if you are going to live in Thailand, you should have health insurance anyway.
Well, I agree with you, Tim. The thing is like sometimes you feel that having health insurance is not necessary, right? But you don't know until you have to
until
get
you
get
need
sick.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Richard, hi Richard, says, can a person on a retirement O visa, that's the one applied for in Thailand, use a government hospital? So can a person on a retirement visa, so they don't have to have health insurance, can they march down to their local public hospital and get medical care? Well, yes. Of course you can. You can just march in and show your passport and they'll look after you and they'll charge you for it.
Yeah. But of course the cost will be lower than a private hospital.
Lower. Yeah. And I mean, the costs of medical care in the public hospital system here, I think would surprise a lot of people. It's very, very low, good value. Are there any insurance packages for just public hospitals in Thailand? So can I get health insurance for just public hospitals with a lower premium?
No. When you apply for medical insurance, there will be list. Oh, I'm sorry. When you apply for the medical insurance, there will be a list of hospital network, and that apply for all the medical insurance. They will not separate between government or private hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. So you pay for the same premium.
Richard, can a person... I just asked that. Here we go. The next one. Rachel says, question, Tim, is there insurance available? Oh, good heavens. I don't want to lose the question. Here we go. Is there insurance available after being told that I can't get it due to pre-existing medical conditions, 66 years old, 5 heart attacks and kidney disease? Rachel,
well, most likely, if you apply for medical insurance through life insurance company, most likely you will be rejected. But you can get a chance. You can get a luck. Apply through non-life insurance company.
So, okay, 66 years old, 5 heart attacks and kidney disease.
Kidney disease will be fine. But heart attack would be fine as well. But 6 time heart attacks, insurance company can see a potential risk there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a potential risk. Please look after yourself. Okay, question. How many times can land deals between family members change? Okay, sorry, Frank, we're just sticking on health or just insurance questions today. So, sorry, Frank, we can't really address that one today, nor is Max or I experts on that. Okay, home insurance is a good question. What's the situation with home insurance here in Thailand? Just moving away from the medical insurance for a moment.
Well, again,
why are you laughing?
No, I laugh because like sometimes like the information is so much, like I can write like 200 pages, to answer all this, but
Yeah.
let's put in a simple way is that different insurance company offer different type of insurance, and different type of insurance offer different type of package. It's the same for house insurance. Like for example, if you buy insurance from LMG insurance, they have different package. So it depends on what is your requirement. If you rent your house, if you put your house for rent, or if you rent someone's house, or if you own your house and you live there, it's all different options.
Okay.
Yeah, different price, different option. If you want your tenant to get cover as well, like
So you
public
could put it in the
liability.
contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, here my landlord basically covers all the sort of structural items of the house. So if there's a problem with the gutters or the gate or something, she covers those with her insurance. But I've got insurance. No, I don't. But I should have insurance for all the items
For your
inside,
contents, yes.
For the contents.
And
if
also
I'm robbed or
actually she need to look through if she has the liability from a landlord to tenant as well or not. Let's say you injure here because of her liability, then you might sue her, for example.
I
Then
wouldn't
she need
want
to,
to.
yeah, then she need to make sure that she have that kind of coverage as well.
Frank in Thailand. Frank, question: corruption in hospitals. Frank, you're really digging today, aren't you? How much money do you advise to bring with you for the hospital? I know in Romania it's normal to pay the doctor before you get morphine.
Oh.
Okay. How corruption in hospitals? Look, I have to say, I'm speaking for myself here. I'll let you answer it from a Thai perspective. I haven't ever been asked by a doctor or any management at any hospital to furnish them with a brown paper bag at any stage. Look, I'm sure there is corruption from time to time, but it hasn't been terribly overt. I don't think it's a big problem. But have you ever been asked?
I don't really have. I never been asked about the corruption. I've been asked about like how the doctor consider each case. Like what I said before, like if they want to put the patient to the inpatient department, or do surgery, or perform the expensive medical like for example MRI or colonoscopy. So sometimes the doctor can use the wrong judgment, to perform all those kind of checkup. Yeah, that kind of thing happen though.
Cam is B. Okay, I'm sorry. I did my best. My parents will be retiring to Thailand. They're nearly 80. Can they get medical insurance? So they've never been to Thailand. Well, they might have been to Thailand, but they're not in Thailand at the moment.
Yeah.
They're going to be retiring here. They're nearly 80. By the way, anybody can have a good lifestyle here in Thailand. I'd be saying, as you're thinking about an answer, that I'd be recommending that you probably live in one of the busier parts of the country, like Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, Hua Hin, Chiang Mai, maybe Samui, where there are plenty of good hospitals around, both public and private, as a good start. But what about their insurance?
They can still be insured in very few insurance company, but you need to understand the premium can be really high, that you might want to end up doing a self-insure, and also the pre-existing condition might be also a lot that you don't want to insure your parents, for example.
Give me a rough idea. What sort of premium would I be paying if I was 80 years old, let's say with a couple of pre-existing conditions, and I want some sort of medium level coverage?
Yes. Let's say pre-existing condition will not make an effect to your insurance premium. Yeah. The different will be a different package offer different premium as well. But I would say for around 88 years old, the premium can start from 150,000 up to 250,000 a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. The other option, of course, is to put that 200 or 250,000 baht into. My car's just arrived back. We might just
Very
have to.
beautiful car. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go and get the key.
Yeah.
Can you answer this one while I'm out there?
Sure.
I have type 2 diabetes, which is well managed. What is the situation with getting coverage? Is this condition excluded? What is the benefit of insurance?
Yes.
And I'm going to go and get my car keys.
Very easy to answer. You for sure you will be excluded to cover this illness, this illness and the complication. To ask if it's worth to have the medical insurance or not, I would say yes, always yes, because as I said, there are several types of illness in the world that you might have in the future. So not be able to get cover for your diabetes doesn't mean it will not be worth to have the medical insurance.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
My car was being serviced and it was just brought back to me because they have he's a Kunlek. He's great with cars. So did you manage that one?
Yes, I think I answer, yeah.
Please convince me, says Rob Roy, that insurance companies are a good thing. I put them in the same basket as politicians. Cannot be trusted, happy to take your money, but getting money back is always stressful and difficult. I simply don't trust them.
Yeah. First, you if you pay the premium and you never claim, sometimes you said, okay, it's just a waste of money, right? Or sometimes you have claim and the insurance company don't pay for some reason. That can be subjective. If they don't pay because you don't declare about your health condition, well, this is your own fault. Or if they don't pay because it's a exclusion that you don't read, that you never read, it's your own fault. So make sure when you apply for the insurance, regardless what type of insurance, yes, be honest. Second, be honest. Not only be honest. Some of my customers, they don't remember that they have removed a small cyst under their arm 8 years ago, and they don't declare that. And then after apply for the medical insurance, it appear back. That part will not be covered. It's not because they don't want, they are not sincere. They just don't remember. That's why many cases that happened to me that I asked my customer to release the medical record. Doing by this, the insurance company will see everything, and then they have no right to refuse to pay a claim.
So the honesty goes both ways. If you're honest with your insurance company, you've got a much better chance.
Yes, honest, and also read the term and condition. Like when the agent or broker sell your insurance, make sure that they inform you what an exclusion. That's one of the most important thing.
Are they in English as well as Thai? And what about other foreign languages?
Yeah, we for Big Hair Broker, when we offer the product, we always make sure that it's bilingual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm French, you'll provide it in French?
No, bilingual meaning Thai and English. You need to be able to speak English at least.
So if you're French or Russian, sorry.
Well, or German, I can speak German though.
But do whatever language you speak, make sure you do get, make sure you go through the contract in some sort of detail.
Well, now you know, Tim, come on. Now Google Translate, you know, that you can put the photo in it and then you get the translation. Come on, if you want to...
Sort of translation.
No, but it's
getting better.
It's better than reading English and you don't understand, right?
Sure,
Many of my Russian friends, I translate for them in English and they understand better than English.
Oh, don't yell at me.
Yeah.
Paul Sumner says medical required for OA visa is simply a doctor signing a form stating that you do have leprosy, HIV, TB, third stage syphilis, etc. Is that a question?
Or a statement?
No, I mean, I think if you're applying for an OA visa, you need an actual policy, paid policy. That's my understanding, Paul.
Yeah, and certification.
Scott D, thank you very much. Very kind of you to think of us. And he said, thumbs up for the great information and awesome guest. I smashed the like button. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. The like button will be needing insurance. Waddle down to the hospital, says Bill Ellis. Okay, more questions. Will any policy cover injury while surfing? This is from Andreas. Will any policy cover injury while surfing? I suppose it depends what the injury is. Shark attack?
Well, I think that's a good question. There are exclusion, especially for those extreme sport, or any when you are performing racing, like bicycle racing or horse racing.
Is surfing an extreme sport?
From my knowledge, I don't think surfing is an extreme sport. But like jet ski,
not the way I do it.
Jet ski, scuba diving. That is extreme sport. Yeah.
So, okay.
Bungee jump, parachuting.
And these would be listed in the list of exclusions in your
Yes,
policy?
it lists clearly in the exclusion.
Bungee jumping, yeah. I mean, if you are going to do bungee jumping, you're probably not going to have health insurance. You probably need to go and get your head read too.
Or you can do a life insurance.
Have you ever done bungee jumping?
I actually always wanted to try, but honestly, I would try somewhere else than here.
I'd be happy to push you off of the platform.
Maybe in Singapore.
So, yeah.
You will push me before
push
I be on tighten properly in the rope.
Steve E asks a question: is BMI? Do you know body
I do,
mass
yeah.
index?
Body mass index, yeah.
That's your height compared to your weight,
weight.
or something, yeah. Is BMI above a certain percentage considered in the premium cost or acceptance denial of coverage? So if you're fat, if you've got a high BMI,
Yes.
not me.
One of the American guy asked if the premium will be increased for the pre-existing condition, and I answered no, because pre-existing condition doesn't make effect on the premium, but BMI does make an effect to the premium. So if you are if your BMI is over 30, they will already start to increase the premium by 20 to 25, sometimes 30%. And if your BMI is over 40, they will not accept to insure you.
Ooh, over 40, wow.
Yeah.
Can I just say, two things. Firstly, Max's email, if you want to contact Max and just sort of get any ideas or issue questions to him, it's Max, M-A-X, at bcareinsurance.com. And we'll put the link down underneath. Yeah. And I also just wanted to say, and I think you probably agree with me, although it's not necessarily good for your business, the very best health insurance you can have is looking after your own health.
Eat good, exercise well.
Eat well, exercise well, mitigate your risks. That is, don't go bungee jumping in Thailand. Enjoy yourself, but just be aware that if you are going to get in a carbon fibre submarine and go and see the Titanic, you are not going to be covered by insurance coverage. So I think the very, and it's the way I sort of live, is just be aware and look after your own health. That's by far the very best health insurance that you can get.
Very good advice, Tim.
It's my pleasure, Max. And to you as well.
Thank you.
C.A. John says, I live in Thailand and bring USA insurance from TRICARE with me. Is it accepted by Bangkok Hospital, Pattaya? I pay up front for outpatient and insurance pays direct for inpatient. I submit outpatient. So he's got an insurance policy with...
I understand the question.
With TRICARE.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the full list of the insurance company that been accepted by each hospital. You have to check with the medical provider for that.
Well, there you go. That's the answer. And there just aren't any black and white answers for just about all your questions, because they're all going to be related to you, your medical history, where you are, what happened. There's just so many variables. That's why you really need to ask specific questions. But we're doing our best. Frank from Thailand, thank you, Tim. Great show so far. Steve E, if I have private hospital coverage but have to go to a public hospital emergency, will my network insurance reimburse my expense? If I have private hospital coverage but have to go to public hospital emergency, I'd say yes.
I think what he's trying to say is that he have the health insurance, and he maybe his understanding is that his insurance policy does cover only for the private hospital. But actually, I think his insurance policy does also cover for the government hospital. We discussed about that earlier, that it doesn't separate that your insurance cover only private hospital. If it cover private hospital, most likely you will be covered also for the government hospital. Yeah, just check in the list, because some insurance company, they offer different list of hospitals. Sometimes they have 450, some insurance company have 430. So meaning like if you go in like up country, maybe those government hospital won't be listed in the hospital network.
One thing we should also say, because it's something that I have to confront quite often, Max, is every week there will be a foreigner or an expat who are here in Thailand, a tourist or a person living here, they'll have a motorbike accident.
Yeah.
And they'll be in hospital and their insurance won't cover them, or they didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
Now, riding a motorbike, it's quite clear that as a foreigner, you're going to have to make sure that you have a license, a motorbike license
Yes.
in your home country and an international driver's permit, or you'll have to have a Thai motorbike license. Otherwise, and you'll have to wear a helmet and make sure you're obeying all the road rules. Otherwise, the insurance company is not going to touch you with a barge pole, and you'll end up on a GoFundMe page. And Alpha Bravo said, "I will never use or sit on a scooter." A bit hard for us to really advise on that. I mean, I ride my scooter. I don't ride it if I'm going 10, 20 kilometres, but I'll use it just to go 200 metres down to the 7-Eleven and pick up a six-pack of soda.
Well, personally, I prefer to ride a car anyway, but not every expat, sometimes they cannot afford to drive a car, right? Or some people really prefer to ride motorbike because it's more convenient to park, especially in Phuket where parking lot is very limited, right? So just ensure that if you ride motorcycle frequently, you should have also the motorbike insurance, not only to protect your own motorbike or your own self, but if you hit someone, you kill someone, you have to pay for medical expenses, or you hit like expensive car like Tim Mercedes-Benz, and then he will charge you 200,000 baht just to repair.
It's a 43-year-old car, by the way. Nongwa So says, "My wife came off her bike 5 years ago, cost me 250,000 baht." Yeah.
For what?
You said she came off her bike.
But I mean 200,000 baht for what?
Yeah, I don't know, because she would have been covered if she went to a Thai hospital. Is your wife Thai? Did she have... Oh, there's so many things we don't know about that, but thank you very much for sharing that with us. Anna M, does Thai insurance cover alternative medicine such as Chinese medicine like acupuncture and herbal medicine?
The medical insurance, right? Yes. Not every alternative medical treatment usually is a general exclusion. Some insurance policy put that as an additional cover. So you can, yes, the answer is yes, you can get the alternative medical treatment such as that one. Chinese medicine, punctuation, yes, herbal medicine, acupuncture, physiotherapy, or psychiatric treatment.
Okay, so they are all
available.
All available.
Yeah, the same. Like for example, the travel insurance. Most of the travel insurance they don't cover. It doesn't cover motorbike accident, but some travel insurance they put the motorbike accident to be covered. So everything possible.
John Freeney says, "Do you have to declare any or every condition 6+ years ago, where I don't take tablets to control and no reoccurrence?" So, okay, he might have had some sort of skin cancer, and it was removed 6+ years ago. Does he need to declare that? He's not taking any tablets. It's all been sorted out. No reoccurrence.
If the application asks if you ever had any condition or take medicine over 5 years, you have to answer. If they ask less than 5 years, you don't need to answer.
It depends on the question.
Depends on the question asked.
Sure.
Yes.
Just be honest. And from Ian McNamee, I might make this the last question before I'll go one question from yesterday. Tim, most insurance companies state any motorbike riding isn't covered, but doesn't mention if you have a motorbike license, which I have in Australia. So is this going to be specified in a particular insurance package? And different insurance companies could have different attitudes towards riding a motorbike.
Yes, most likely they will request a minimum that you have the driving license at your own home, which is valid and issued by the government. Then you will be insured.
And Gordon Gorman, he sent this in yesterday. Why do the vast majority of elderly Thai men and women insist on dyeing their thinning and greying hair jet black? Is it because they do not wish to be considered old, or are they just vain? My Thai wife has a silver fox at 40 and looks amazing.
I know why he asked this question actually.
Grey as well.
He saw my gray hair and he see that I didn't dye my hair. Well, actually, I think the Thai the Thai mindset or perspective of seeing a gray hair. I think majority of people, they prefer to see Thai people having black hair because it represents youthness, right?
Yes.
But for me, yeah, I'm 38, but I have a lot of gray hair. But I don't mind. I feel it's good. I feel good.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
a good, healthy answer there. Very informative show. Thanks, Max and Tim from AJF. Ian McNamee says, clear as mud. Okay, I think the problem is, Ian, is that it's going to depend on your insurance policy. So we can't, as I said, there's nothing black and white that we can actually answer easily during this program. I know everybody wants black and white answers. They want things to be magically clear. But the best thing you can do, apart from looking after your own health, is making sure that you do read the fine print. Ask many, many questions when you're applying for insurance, be it health insurance or anything else, and make sure that you're not going to get any surprises. So I think, Ian, the best thing you can do is to sit down so we can go through what sort of license you have, how long you've had it, where you intend to be riding, what sort of bike, how many cc. All these things are going to impact whether you get covered for a motorbike accident or not.
Right.
Max, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim, for your time.
Thank you
Was
for your
a
time.
pleasure to give in a lot of information, and I hope you guys enjoy the show and get something from me.
So if you want to contact Max, then, as I said, I'm not getting any kickbacks, but it's max at bcareinsurance.com. Bcare as on the logo.
Yes. Or the easiest, another easy way just to go on Google and search Be Care Broker, and you will find a lot of information there.
And look, a question like, I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
come on.
changing from Pacific Cross to AIA. Is this a good change?
To answer if it's a good change or not, if you have a pre-existing condition, I don't recommend it to change. But if you don't have a pre-existing condition during the time you insure with Pacific Cross, then it's an option to change, yes.
Have you got an office here in Phuket?
I do, yes. My office is located
Samkong intersection.
Samkong. I'm not sure people know Samkong, but let's say Tesco
Tesco
Lotus, one of the biggest
intersection.
Tesco Lotus intersection in town.
When you're coming down the bypass road from the airport and
Yeah.
you turn right to go to Patong, which just about everybody's done at some stage.
Yeah, we're just right at the corner.
It's right on the corner there. So they can drop in and see you. If you're going to drop in and see Max, what sort of gift should they bring you? 6-pack of anything in particular?
Don't bring chocolate. I don't really enjoy chocolate.
Oh, if you do bring chocolate, Max will give it to me.
Exactly.
Thanks, everybody, and thank you to Scott and anybody else who was generous during the program. Tomorrow we've got Grumpy Old Men. You'll be a grumpy old... Oh, you've got another few years before you're a grumpy old man. We might include you in the program if you're lucky. So, yeah, who do you recommend as a good insurer in Chiang Mai? If you do have any other questions, max at bcareinsurance.com. Thank you, Max.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you to the cleaner.
Yeah, and for the
thanks to
driver.
the cats and
The driver.
bringing my Mercedes back. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping in.
Thank you. Have a great day.